Hey guys, it is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I just previously recorded before this one. I recorded the video before this. I didn't choose this. I didn't choose this life. Now this video, well, that video, you guys make sure you go see. I've already done that video. Make sure you go back and check that out. Where I'm talking about the life I didn't choose. You guys go look at it and see it. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this particular video, I want to talk about the life that I wanted. The life that how I thought my life would go. Yeah. Looking at my notes. When I was a kid, teenager, I had my life all planned out. And y'all know, we all have our lives planned out. But God. Anyway. So, I'm talking about the life I planned for myself. So, yeah. Let me talk about the life this is the life that I had planned for myself. This is what I thought my life was going to be. Growing up as a kid, as a teenager, you know, before I fully submitted to Christ, let me give y'all the tea on what it was going to be. So, anyway, I was going to be a famous singer because I love to sing. If you guys remember me talking about that in one of my videos, I love to sing. So I was going to be a famous singer because I love to sing. You know, I was going to have the whole husband. Oh yeah, definitely I was going to have the whole husband. I was going to marry my middle school, high school sweetheart. Well, not sweetheart, but you know how it is. Somebody who you've always liked forever. Yeah, I was going to marry him. I was going to marry him. I was going to have kids. It's so funny. Now that I'm looking at this, you know, the notes that I wrote down, and of course, me thinking about me growing up as a child. And as a teenager. Now, I ain't putting this on my little 5-year-old self, because I put this on my 13-year-old self. This is all of that. 5, 10, 15, 13. But anyway, yes, I was going to marry my middle school, high school sweetheart, you know, the love of my life. I was going to marry him, y'all. We was going to have 3 kids. We were going to have a nice big house. I was going to have a real nice expensive car. I mean, isn't this just the American dream? Isn't this just the American dream? So funny. So funny. But yeah, I was going to be a famous singer, y'all. Yes, I was. I was going to be a famous singer. And I was going to be, but you know what? Like, now that I think about it, it's funny because I wanted to be an R&B singer. I never wanted to be a gospel singer. And that shows you, like, where I was at, you know, that kid, that teenager, you know, hanging out with my friends, loving music. I fell in love with music in church, of course. And then, of course, I fell in love with R&B music, rap, hip-hop, all of that. You know, back in our days, that was the thing, you know. So, yeah, I fell in love with music early, you know. Being in the church, I fell in love with music and singing in the choir. I was in the choir all my life. So I fell in love with singing. I was going to be a famous singer, y'all. I was going to be famous all over the world, rich and famous with my husband, child with my sweetheart. Oh yeah, that's the life I planned. And of course, you know, we was going to be going to church sometimes. You know, we were going to be going to church, you know, giving God some time, you know, because I was brought up in the church. Now, you know, we talking until I was up to 13 years old. This is the life that I picture for myself. Even from time to time, I think back to the life that I pictured for myself. Even from time to time, I think about it. And you know what? I laugh. But, yeah, I laugh when I think about what I wanted and what God wanted. You know, the Bible say our plans aren't God's plans. They are not. But yeah, that's the life that I chose for myself, you know. I was going to be living that life. I was going to be a famous R&B singer, you know, with my husband and kids, our big house, nice cars, just living my best life. That's what I was going to be. That's what I was going to do. Yeah. Isn't that the American dream? I was going to be happy, and that was going to be that. That's the life that I chose for myself, but we all know that's not what happened for real. We have plans for our lives, but so does God. So does God. And I can remember talking to my friends, you know, about, you know, who I was going to marry and Yeah. Who I was gonna marry. You know, we all had that person who we was gonna marry. We all had that. And now that I think about it, ain't none of us married none of them guys we wanted to. Yeah, my friend, my bestie, she watches my videos. Girl, we did not marry nobody we talked about. Well, we did not. I don't even. Well, yeah, we didn't marry none of them guys we talked about. We would stay up all night talking about them. Didn't even marry them. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how life works? God is amazing. God is awesome. I mean, I've been married, I've been divorced. I've shared that with you guys. And yeah, no, he was definitely not somebody I talked about marrying. You know, things happen. Yeah. Just thinking about those conversations. Thinking about those conversations I would have up all night with my girlfriends, with my friends. We would talk all night about it. About who we was going to marry. Where we was going to live. Because, you know, we had it all planned out. Who we was going to marry. We was going to all live in the same area. You know, we was going to be together. Raise our kids together. Yeah. We laugh about it now. But, you know, just sharing with you, you know, as a child, as a kid, as a teenager, you know, where my mind was and how I mapped my life out. You know, like I said, oh, I was going to be going to church still. I was still going to be going to church, giving God some time. You know, going to church on Sundays and reading my Bible here and there. Yeah, I was still going to do that because, you know, I was brought up with that. So that was just in me. Reading my Bible and, you know, going to church on Sundays, you know. The normal routine life where we just go to church. It's a routine, like it's a social club. Don't want to go no deeper than that than just going to church. That's it. We don't want to go deeper than that. Been there and done that. But yeah, that's the life I chose. That was a life. That was it, you know. But it's funny. Yeah, me and my friends, we did not marry none of the people we talked about. We all live in the same area, yes. Our kids, you know, we all in the same area. Okay, all that is true. All that happened. That all worked out the way we said it. But yeah. And you know what's funny? I have to share this too. It was 3 of us. Like, you know, we were like all like 3 best friends, the 3 of us. And you know what's so funny is that I was the one going to church. And they weren't. Like, I was brought up in the church and they weren't. And you know what? I'm so happy to say that now they are in church too. They are both in church, committed to church, you know, going on a regular basis. Isn't God amazing? Ain't that just like God? I mean, I can remember begging these girls to go to church with me. I was like, y'all gonna let me go to church again Sunday by myself again? And they'd be like, yeah, we ain't going. But it's so funny how God works. It's so funny how God works. All 3 of us, we all in the church now. Loving God, giving God his time. You know what? That's funny. We talked about everything but God. We talked about everything but going to church and living for God. We talked about everything. So I guess 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I guess 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Guess 4 out of 5 ain't bad. We did everything and marry who we say we was gonna marry. Hey. It is what it is, but that's the life that I chose. Those are my plans for myself, for my life. You know, like I said, I was gonna give God some time here and there. I was gonna go to church here and there. You know, ain't that something? How we gonna just give God some time? Okay, God, I'm gonna give you a little time. I'm gonna give you Sunday. I might go every Sunday. I might. Well, like I said, we have our plans and God has his plans as well. Yeah. So, Alright guys, that's what God wanted me to share. The life that I chose for myself. Well, I shouldn't say that because I chose this life. It's a choice. Like I said in my last video, it's a choice. God don't force us to do nothing. It's a choice. And I chose to live for God and I don't regret it. This is the life that I chose. I should say that, but y'all know what I mean when I say the life I chose for myself, you know, the life that I wanted. So, alright guys, just wanted to come and share that with you guys. We have plans for our lives, but I'm telling you, God's got his own plans. So, go to God and ask God, what is his plan for your life? What is it that he wants you to do? God, what is it that you want me to do? What are your plans for my life, God? What do you want my life to consist of? While I'm here on earth, God, what is it that you would have me to do? Hope you're ready for the answer. Alright guys, this is Arika Misha. Don't forget to go in the description box. Click on that link to my second channel, guys. Go over there, show me some love and support. Cooking, nails, makeup, DIYs, online shopping, unboxing what I'm shopping and getting online, showing y'all shopping hauls, all kind of stuff, y'all. Yeah, doing reviews, makeup reviews, all kind of reviews over there, guys. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. That's Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, of course, at Arika Misha, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on my spiritual journey. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, knowledge is power. Thanks, guys.